simple terms, privilege theory
is a meticulously crafted, expansive recreation of...
No, we don't have a budget for that.
What happened to the donation from all of your fans? Ah, that's right. Privileged information.
Our culture treats heterosexuality as the normal setting and views other sexualities as deviations from that.
I got it. Being male or female is all in your head. It's just an issue of gender. Sexuality doesn't have anything to do with it. But if that's true, how can my dick and my man feelings be a social construct? Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with science.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Any hardships an able-bodied, cisgender, straight white man faces in our culture aren't specifically a result of them being able-bodied, cisgender, straight white, or male. Those are all privileged groups who don't have to deal with the discrimination that members of other groups have to deal with.
Now, how can you be so sure that cis white males never have problems just because they're cis white males? Because you never heard their stories? Sure, it's not your average table talk or something people talk about a lot in the news, but I do recall reading several statistics that stated that human sexuality is primarily binary. It's a possibility, after all, because it does seem that natural selection favors, for lack of a better term, the causation of binary people. Du Bois would be rolling in his grave if he knew that people were committing such a grave injustice against his theory on privilege.
The systems put in place by your forefathers still disproportionately benefit you.
Melanin determines skin color, not privilege. Now, I suppose if you were black and you grew up in a black neighborhood, it would only be normal for all your friends and relatives to accept you and for you to find work there in the community more quickly than, say, a white boy. But wait, isn't that black privilege? And isn't privilege something bad and that supports the patriarchy? Shouldn't we be raising awareness of this? Yeah. I'll find some kind of organization that feels the same way I do, start a YouTube channel and portray on, raise $400,000, and the organization will give me a small commission on all of the views. Nah, I'm too privileged to be that complicated.
Simple life is a life for me, a man and a wife and a family, and the Lord up above, He knows I'm trying to live a simple life in a difficult time.
The truth is that most of us exist with some combination of unearned advantage and unearned disadvantage. And we can only begin to address that once we acknowledge that these systems exist and that we probably have some privilege within them ourselves.
White people have white privilege, and black people have black privilege.
I mean, Latino girls are now more likely to go to college than white boys. And the most successful demographic group in the U.S. in terms of income, education, and life expectancy isn't whites, it's Asians.
Wait. That just about disproved everything FemFrec just said. You know, it really makes you wonder if the donations was really worth it, don't it?